Hello and welcome to Reality TV Cringe. I am one of your hosts, Delia, here with my real tight homegirl and my daughter-in-law, the beautiful, the lovely, the resplendent
Hello.
We are here because a few of you got a wild hair up your raccoon bum bum and you wanted to call in and sound off about your opinions regarding one Cody Brown and his many wives.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into all of that, we do have to warn you to please hide your wife and hide your kids. This is a politically incorrect podcast. We say a lot of dumb things.
Objectively.
We use so many bad words.
A lot.
And we're not going to apologize just because your fifis are hurt. Okay?
No.
So if you're sensitive,
Go away.
you might want to find yourself another dumpster.
Bye.
But if you're ready to get into the communal dumpster and talk some shiznit, welcome to this dumpster.
And if you like what we do over here, please be sure to follow us on Instagram at Reality TV Cringe and join us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Reality TV Cringe. We have ad-free content,
Whoa.
uncensored videos,
Wow.
and so much bonus content. It's like insane.
It is insane the amount that we give from our hearts. From our hearts
butts.
do we give it.
Yeah.
Now, if you are watching on YouTube, please do not forget to like and comment and share and subscribe because truly every single thing you do helps us to grow. What?
To inch closer
to
every
4.9
day.
thousand followers. Like,
We're at 4.88. We're not even at 4.9.
I mean,
It's like
let me ask you a question. Just, I mean, no offense, but like, how many
Full
of our
offense.
episodes have you watched? And I assume you have enjoyed them.
I mean, really.
But have you subscribed yet?
And have you liked our videos?
Because I was looking at our analytics, and like 40% of the people who watch us are not
Are
subscribed.
you kidding me
40%.
right now?
40%.
We ask every
That's
week.
Almost 50%.
We ask every single week, and you
So
can't
let's-
even subscribe.
Let's be nice about it.
No, I'm not
I mean,
gonna be
if
nice.
you would
Full
be
stop.
so kind as to just subscribe, give us the chance. Take a chance on us.
subscribe.
Just take a chance. And we promise we're not going to let you down.
Yeah.
Thank you
Come on.
in advance.
Thanks.
Okay. So let's get started. Oh, I always do this.
Yeah.
I always forget to
How do
bring
they
up
call,
how
Delia?
does somebody call two raccoons on the internet? Well, all you have to do is go to speakpipe.com/reality TV cringe. You've got 90 seconds to go off, queen or king,
And it's free.
and give us your opinions.
Yeah.
Unpopular, popular, dumb, smart. We don't care. We just
Yeah.
want to hear them.
Yeah.
So give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you in advance.
Yes. Okay. So who's the first caller?
So first caller is Cat. It's an actual cat.
Good morning, ladies. I am calling from the dumpster fire that is Jacksonville, Florida. My name is Kat, and I want to talk about, while we're on a bit of a hiatus, a couple of points, one of which being something that I have been shouting from the rooftops for years, and I've only heard James say it once. I'm glad he said it nonetheless, and it is about Robyn, and it is from that scene in Major Pain. Pop yo titty out the kid's mouth and let him grow up. Because, oh my gosh, something tells me that when Robyn finally weaned her children, they were saying, Mom, I'm done with breast milk. They were old enough to say it. I believe it, true and true. Something else I want to talk about is I want to go into the absurd. We know that, what's her name? Amy Duggar was invited to go on Dancing with the Stars, and she had to turn it down because Duggars don't dance. Do you think maybe any of maybe the OGs, anybody from Sister Wives was invited on another reality TV show? It could be possible, and it would make me happy to see Mary doing a rumba. What do you think? Peace and love.
I do not think that they have been invited on another reality show, because if they were invited, you better believe they would
We
have
would
said
know.
yes, so that they could put themselves in front of us even more and collect more checks.
Oh, 100%.
But having said that, I do just have to say, I would love to see Mary
Oh my God.
on Dancing with the Stars. Now, I don't know how well she would do.
She ain't got no rhythm.
I don't see a whole lot of rhythm, but she could surprise us.
Maybe. I mean, they do get trained and stuff with
Yeah.
professional dancers, and she probably would develop a crush on one of the dancers.
How could you not?
I mean, some of them are quite handsome, like that blonde guy or whatever.
Or the blonde girl.
Yeah. True. Maybe I've been saying that Mary's probably got a little lesbian streak.
A little
in
bit
her.
of a
Just a
lesbian
little
fancy
bit.
going
Just
on in there. Do a little bit of the salsa with
Yeah.
another lady.
Are you
I would love
kidding?
to see
I would
it.
love to see
That's
it.
my favorite kind of prom.
100%. I feel like Christine would be pretty successful.
Yeah, Christine has the right vibe
Yeah.
and the right energy for it. I don't know if she has the right stamina for it.
No.
I don't know if she's willing to put in the hard work because,
Yeah.
she's not willing to do the hard work being a real estate agent. So I'm not sure she's going to commit like 2 months to getting her body right and work.
What's wrong with her body?
No. I'm just saying they work so fucking hard. Like it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
matter
no, for
who
sure,
you
yeah.
are. When you sign up for that, you lose 20 pounds. I
Yeah.
remember when Erica Jane did it. She went in fluffy and soft
Mhm.
and lovely, came out looking like G.I. Jane, bitch.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Christine has what it takes to do that.
Nah.
I don't know if Janelle would want to do that, but Janelle has that inner fitness girl inside of her.
She could shake that booty.
She could shake that booty. I would love to see it. Now, what about Robyn?
Dude, are you kidding? Robyn and Cody dancing on there would be hilarious. I would love it. Cody with his fucking hair flapping in the
Oh,
wind.
yes.
Oh my God.
Well, there are some rumors that Robyn used to break dance. I don't know if you've heard those rumors. They say
I didn't know that.
she was fantastic at it.
Didn't know
If only there was some footage we can insert showing us this breakdancing.
Yeah,
but
editor.
I bet she would fancy herself as somebody who would do so fucking great. But like the person that I could see on Dancing with the Stars is 100% Cody.
Oh, he would
Such
love
a narc.
it.
Oh my God, he would love to dance
Would
around in
love it.
tights and stuff.
Oh my God.
Shake his booty.
Totally.
Curl his hair extra tight. And just,
Yep.
oh my God, he would love that.
And get all triggered when the judges would tell him that sucked.
Yeah, you got to go first week. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 That would be so fucking awesome.
How much would I love that?
I would love it so bad. And you know what? Speaking of Robyn and her breakdancing career,
Mhm.
if she chose a different life for herself, she could have ended up on the Olympics.
For Australia.
Yeah. No, but like seriously.
She could have. Why not?
I mean,
I would. Come on.
damn. That would
I mean, it takes a certain set of
skills.
skills, and she's got it.
She does got it.
Now, what do you think about Kat saying that Robyn's children were old enough to speak and use a credit card by the time they asked mom to please stop putting her titty? What are you doing? Going uncensored?
Oh,
Putting her titty in their mouth. Mama, I
Look.
don't need you to put your titty in my mouth. I got to go to high school.
Robyn Brown was totally.
Wait, are we uncensored?
Well, I'm just.
Okay, sorry.
But Robyn Brown totally infantilized her kids. I mean, Aurora sitting here crying about asking permission to go to her non-denominational church and to have Cody fucking baptize her. Like, she's asking
And
this permission
crying.
as a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a full-on
yes,
adult.
we can see this. But I have no doubt that Robyn probably was doing some shit with her kids. Like, I don't way older. Like you had mentioned on our first recording. Ariella May walking around with a
Right.
fucking binky at like 7 years old or some
Yeah.
shit like that. Like,
Yes.
why are you doing that? But I have a personal story.
Okay.
And now we will go uncensored.
Okay. So back from uncensored, holy shit, Beatrice. Okay, wow. If you want to be privy to our uncensored bits, not those bits, but like
Yeah.
the bits of the content that we have to edit out and reserve only for our VIP raccoons,
Mhm.
all you have to do is go to patreon.com/reality TV cringe, and you too can hear some weird fucking horror stories
From my family.
from her family
Yeah.
and from my reading.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, yes, Robyn has infantilized her children.
Yeah.
Robyn does seem very motivated to keep her kids like young-minded,
Yeah.
constantly dependent on her and Cody, and like constantly around.
Yeah. 100%. She's a freak.
Well, and you were saying that there is a rumor that Dayton
Yes.
has actually fled Flagstaff,
Mhm.
fled Arizona, and returned to his father, David Jessup, who I don't know if you know, I know we've discussed it, but in case you're new here, Dayton Aurora and Brianna's biological father, David Jessup, has, I think, leukemia,
Yep.
some form of cancer, which is very sad. And so the rumor is that Dayton has returned to his bio dad and is now living around him or living with him.
Well, and not only that, going back to his dad, but apparently changed his last name and his first name. So I guess Dayton's actually named David after his father. I don't know if Dayton's his middle name or if Robyn legally changed it, but he also allegedly changed his last name from Brown back to Jessup, which would be really interesting if true. Not sure if it is, but I would love it if it is.
But we've been kind of speculating because in the entire last season, season 19, there was no Dayton.
Yeah.
Whereas previously, at least we saw him like at Thanksgiving or during the holidays.
In the RV.
But this time, there was no sign of him. So we've been wondering about where he's been and what he's been up to. I do believe he's graduated from college. So if he made his way back to his father and away from Cody and Robyn, oh my God, what I would give to just get a video, get
a tell-all,
get a sit-down interview like
oh my God,
Colin is doing, Gosselin right now. God, I would love to hear more.
I would love to hear more. And if Robyn Brown is like the Kate Gosselin of all of this shit, like, spill the I need it.
This is entirely alleged.
Yeah.
And like absolutely cannot validate it.
Yeah.
But like we do hear things just as you do. So we're just offering that for your consideration. But again, it does go back to Robyn's need to keep her kids around her. And if Dayton actually got out, I wonder if like she disowned him.
Oh, totally.
Or I wonder like if there's strife and problems.
Probably.
And I wonder what's going on.
I love it. So thank you for your call, Kat.
Thanks,
we appreciate it.
Awesome.
Next one we have is from my homegirl, Ethel.
Now, Ethel is our Mormon reference.
Ex-Mormon.
Ex-Mormon reference. She actually wore the holy Mormon underwear.
Yep. Got married in the temple.
She didn't drink no alcohol.
Or coffee or tea.
Didn't do any of those things. She was a good and proper Mormon.
She was a good and proper Mormon.
Before she got out.
And now she's a Hellion.
So she's called in.
So she's spilling all of the Mormon tea.
Okay.
Hey B&D, this is Ethel, B's ex-Mormon friend. I try not to send too many things because I have a lot of opinions about these fake Mormons. But I wanted to impart some of my Mormon knowledge that Robyn has modeled her sister wife's closet after a very popular online boutique called My Sister's Closet. My Sister's Closet started in 2010, extremely popular with Mormons because it has a modest clothes, plus size, like inclusive clothing, stuff like that. And if you go on their website, it's almost an exact carbon copy of what Robyn did. She couldn't even come up with her own ideas. She had to copy them from somewhere else. And so I think that's why it has the weird My Sister Wife's Closet, so that they could profit off of, oh, people will think it's the same thing because everyone's stupid except for Robyn. Thanks, B&D.
So that is so wild. So she was potentially banking on people like going on the internet
and confusing
intending to go to My Sister's Closet, but ending up at My Sister Wife's Closet.
Yeah.
And then purchasing from them. That is just amazing. I think it absolutely fits the profile because there's nothing original that comes out of her. And there's nothing that she knows how to do better than steal from people.
Oh, 100%.
Allegedly.
And Ethel sent me the link to it. So if you guys want to look at the website for yourself, it's mysisterscloset-boutique.com. And the website is pretty similar to mysisterwifescloset.com. Like My Sister Wife's Closet was all purple and stuff. My Sister's Closet Boutique is all pink. And they have a very similar logo. And like My Sister's Closet Boutique is actually fucking successful. And it has been successful since 2010. They started online and then they have their own store in Utah. Like, so My Sister Wife's Closet also started online and they wanted to sell ugly jewelry for some reason. reason, I don't know why they didn't copy like the whole business model from My Sister's Closet, because My Sister's Closet sells a bunch of clothes, like Mormon modest clothing, and they have a plus size thing, and they have accessories, and they have jewelry, and they have a bunch of other Mormon stuff, and all of it's super affordable. All of it's like $20-$30, like shit that normal average Joes and Raccoons out here can purchase. Nobody's gonna purchase $220 fucking worth of jewelry from My Sister Wife's Closet.
So that kind of goes to Cody's desire to not just be wealthy, but to present wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe they wanted to just take the prototype of a successful business, but then upgrade it and make it luxury jewelry, luxury holy plus size Mormon wear, luxury keychains and such. He just wanted to do what was already successful for somebody else, but just do it better according to him. But of course, because it is him, it flops. And because it's
so
Robyn,
hard.
and because you're stealing, essentially, allegedly,
Allegedly,
it's not successful.
Yep.
Wow.
Wonder why. I wonder if they go to this website. I wonder if Robyn shops at My Sister's Closet boutique and buys some of the clothes.
I bet she does.
She probably does, and she's like probably stewing while she's high on Ambien. Like, damn, I could have had this. I could have been successful. Yeah, you could have if you sold Christine's frumpy t-shirts instead of your ugly jewelry.
If you just had an original idea. And I guess you could say her bum ass terrible jewelry is her original idea, but like as soon as you recognize that that's not going to work, then try something else, do something different. But it's so connected to and attached to her ego that she can't give up control, and she's going to continue to do it and run it into the ground. But that I did not know that about this other existing online boutique.
Neither.
And I'm gobsmacked that they would so brazenly just steal somebody else's idea and also expect it to work for them.
I know. So good.
Wow.
So juicy. Thanks, Ethel, for
Thank
sending
you,
me the
Ethel.
link. And we love you, Ethel.
Good tea.
All right, next one we have is from Lydia.
Lydia.
Hi, this is Lydia, longtime listener, second-time caller. I want to address My Sister Wife's Closet. I think Robyn Brown is brilliantly stupid. She's probably just smart enough to realize that Sister Wives is most likely a trademark of TLC, and if she needs to use Sister Wives, she's got to pay TLC for the purpose of doing that. Not smart enough to realize that even if she had to pay TLC, Sister Wives would make millions of dollars and she'd get a cut, as opposed to Sister Wives, which made zero. 100% of zero is always going to be zero. The other thing about My Sister Wife's Closet is if all you're selling is jewelry, jewelry rarely comes in a closet. Usually comes in a box, a jewelry box. So why didn't they name it My Sister Wife's Box? I mean, ball sack necklaces, My Sister Wife's Box, it is gold.
I love that.
Honestly, they missed an opportunity.
They did.
They could have sold like Mormon-friendly sex toys for My Sister Wife's Box.
Oh my God. Well, Mormons do use sex toys, as we learned from Mom Talk.
Yep.
When we covered Mom Talk.
They do.
But I think that's a really interesting point, that they had this idea, but wanted to deviate from the branding of TLC just enough to be able to claim like all of the profit for themselves. Whereas if they had done it a little bit differently and shared it with TLC, they would have probably made a lot more.
Yeah.
I don't know, though, that TLC would have ever shared their licensing, their branding, their logo with the Browns in order for them to profit from it. But I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, couldn't you have made a deal with them and been like, hey, can we use the brand, but like, can we strike a deal with a contract where like one of your TLC producers that knows how to market, knows how to sell to people, you could come up with some designs, but then we get proceeds from it in addition to proceeds from being on the show. Like, they could have worked something out, but
maybe
Cody and Robyn are so fucking dumb. And Robyn really wanted to show off her ball sack jewelry that she spent so long drawing on that graph paper at Starbucks that she really was proud of. And so that's why they went with it. But it is interesting to kind of think about the trademark. And I think we had a couple commenters last week on our YouTube say that same thing, that Sister Wives was trademarked by TLC. So they couldn't really use that as a logo. But again, like we've said a million times, like you could have done so many other things with a business marketing off of your guys' TV show fame, like Janelle has done, where she doesn't even have t-shirts of the logo. She has t-shirts of things that have been said on the show. And she is selling out like crazy and probably making a lot of money from it.
It really does speak to the dearth of creativity. Like they just don't really have any. Like instead of trying to come up with your own unique original name for your business, you're going to steal somebody else's name for their business, or you're going to build off of TLC's branded title, like by saying Sister Wife's Closet, which again, I said last week, it does not flow off the tongue. You could have done Kolob's Closet. You could have come up with something unique though.
Yeah.
Clada, you could have used a lot of different words and or symbols to represent your unique experience and family, but instead you're just using what somebody else created before you, just like Robyn took from a family that was created before her and then ultimately ruined it, just like she ruined My Sister Wife's Closet, because again, no creativity, no integrity.
None at all. So thank you for your call, Lydia. We
Thanks,
appreciate it. And last one we have is from Tanya.
Tanya.
Hey ladies, this is Tanya. I'm calling from a dumpster here in Houston, Texas. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm rewatching the shows with you guys, and we're at the episode now where the ladies are getting the keys to the houses at the cul-de-sac and they're all starting to move in. Well, I notice Cody goes in to the houses with that wife and their kids and really, they really enjoy the moment as that family in their new house. Well, it's the day that Robyn got her keys and she's taking her kids to Montana, to a mystery place in Montana. She refuses to say that she's taking them to see their dad as she's walking around. Guys, we got to go. Daddy's coming soon. And she's talking about Cody. We got to get you guys to Montana. But we, don't know where they're going, even though they're going to see their real dad. Anyway, she gets their keys. Her and Cody go over to their house. They're walking around. Oh my God, she's crying. This is amazing. And then they're getting ready to get in the car when Mona comes over and is like, Christine just got her keys. You can tell it pisses Robyn off because now she has to put her plans with Cody on pause so Christine can have a moment in her house. Well, Cody goes over, meets Christine. They're going into the house. Christine begins to cry. Their kids come in. They're having their family moment in their house. And here comes bitch ass Robyn busting through the door. She can never fucking give Cody and Christine their time together. And I am convinced that Cody was in love with Christine and she was his favorite until Robyn came along. And Robyn, if you notice in those episodes, she starts to mimic everything.
Oh, it cut off.
Oh, that was
so good.
Is she saying that Robyn started to mimic Christine's
I think so.
behaviors?
Yeah.
Do we see that?
I don't know. We haven't gotten to that episode yet. The walkthroughs or anything with the keys.
I'm certainly not like seeing that in Robyn now. And furthermore, it's like Christine is so fundamentally, like personality wise, so different than Robyn. I just don't see how Robyn could mimic her in a natural way.
I don't know.
Without seeming really, really obvious. But honey, this is the next episode. I've never seen anything in season 6, so I'm like super excited to get to it.
Me too.
I do believe, and I think these folks actually said that they regard themselves as monogamous polygamists. In other words, each family has their own kind of special identity, but at the same time, they're all, intersected with one another, but they have their separate sacred vibe. And so the idea of Robyn just barreling into Christine's moment with Cody and their kids in a home of their own, which they've never had before.
No, they haven't.
That was just their own shit, like barging in and ruining the moment. Oh my God.
I can't
the
wait
audacity.
to see that. I mean, honestly, and you can kind of see it in some of the other episodes we've covered, like in that 4 Lives of Cody's Wives episode, where it's supposed to be a day in the life of each wife, and every single wife except Robyn had everybody else together with them.
Yeah.
Like nobody had like a dedicated time with Cody or anything like that.
Right.
Like all the family was kind of conjoined together with Mary, Christine, and Janelle. But when it came to Robyn's day, Robyn got to go on her stupid dumb date with Cody and have focus time with him. So you can kind of see how she's trying to maneuver it so she gets all of the benefits of being with Cody alone, but all of the wives have to have somebody like barge in or somebody intrude on their time. And we know now from season 19 and 18 and everything, people were saying that Cody would only come over at 5 p.m. at night and
Right.
leave at 7 a.m. in the morning. So, like, he really wasn't focusing on any of the other wives. He was only focusing on Robyn's breakdance and pussy.
And I also think that it's interesting that Robyn is not divulging that she's taking her kids to see their bio dad.
Yeah.
Like, this campaign to completely isolate David Jessup from his kids, first and foremost, by taking them away geographically so he doesn't really have access to them. I mean, ultimately, she's going to strike a deal with him
Mhm.
where he's going to give up his parental rights so that Cody can adopt them, which does not need to happen.
Yeah.
Like, you can still be a loving stepfather and play a very important role in a child's life without actually adopting them. But to just further devalue and even emasculate their bio dad, which is why this idea that Dayton has absconded and returned to Montana or wherever David is,
Mhm.
I think is just, it tickles me for sure. But like, that she won't even talk about him.
I know.
Like,
at
you're
all.
the one who chose to lay down with this man and make not one, not two, but 3 children and spend
Mhm.
all those years with him. And now, like, we're not even mentioning him. We're not like demonstrating how to co-parent with integrity so that your kids can have a full relationship with like all of the adults that love them. Like,
Well,
it's dastardly to me.
but she can't say it because she's already said on the show, like, he's abusive. So that's the narrative she's going with, right?
You're
that
right.
he's like an abusive, evil person. But like, there have also been screenshots going around of comments made from David Jessup's family members, like cousins and aunts and stuff, trying to say that, like, no, everything that Robyn has said on TV is absolutely a fucking lie. Like, Robyn left David with nothing. She sucked him dry financially, and that's why she had all this debt and everything. Like, she's a succubus. Like, people have, like, from David Jessup's family allegedly have been saying that Robyn was the perpetrator
Mhm.
and David didn't do anything wrong. And like, now we know David has another wife and we know he's got leukemia and stuff, but he has a whole other family with other kids and stuff, and she hasn't left him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I believe Robyn's story.
Well, I don't really know. Like, I'm loath to disqualify somebody's abusive experience
I
if
am
that's
too,
what it was. But like,
but
when
it's
you
Robyn.
take it with all of the lies and the deceits
Mhm.
that we're seeing over the seasons, like it does call into question like whether she would be telling the truth about this person and her time with him. We do know she has a pattern of sucking people dry. She's done that to these 3 ladies who
Yep.
lost, I don't know, fortunes while she's sitting in her $2.1 million home. She's
Mhm.
alienated Cody from all of his other kids. Like, this is just who she is. This is exactly what she does.
Yep.
And you can see it
Yep.
starting in season 6. You can really see. And the fact that she's like barging in and intruding on Christine's moment, like she's feeling empowered to do so.
Mhm.
Before, it was kind of behind the scenes. It was when nobody really knew, like when Cody left Christine while she was in labor in the hospital with Truly, and Cody goes to Robyn's townhome and then he's making out with her outside in secret. So like, a lot of it seemed more clandestine, but now Robyn's being more audacious with it,
Yeah.
like crashing into Christine's home to like be a part of their sacred family moment.
That's crazy.
Just really shows you how things have shifted and changed, that she would feel so emboldened to do so. That biatch.
Yeah, that is so crazy. And what do you think about her last point about saying that Christine was actually Cody's favorite until Robyn came into the
I
picture?
cannot believe that. I look at the picture of Christine and Cody's nuptials the day they got
Mhm.
married. Cody looks like a hostage victim. Even Christine doesn't look happy. When you read the book, he talks about like on their honeymoon, they're driving to Wyoming or some bum ass place for their honeymoon, and they go to the gas station. She gets some nachos and he's literally repulsed by her. I
Mhm.
don't think he ever really was deeply in love or spun out for Christine. I think he grew to love her. I think they had obviously 5 children and or 6. Who had 5? She had 6.
I don't know.
A mess of kids.
Yeah.
And so like they worked that shit out, but I don't think he was ever enamored with Christine or any of the other OGs like he was with Robyn.
I don't know. I could see a world where maybe he was infatuated with her and then got bored of her because she got all them stretch marks like Robyn likes to point out, you know what I mean? And then he got Robyn and he was like, oh my God, she's perfect. And then he went on this campaign against Christine and all the other wives and said that he was repulsed by Christine from the start and that he was never attracted to her and everything. But then he had the biggest freak out when she left
Right.
because he was so upset that Christine would ever dare to leave him.
Was that about love or was that about control, though?
I don't know. Could be both. I could see a world where it is, but I also can see a world where he never was actually attracted to any of the three wives. And
Look,
when Robyn came in the picture, he was like, oh.
I can't see it in these seasons. Like last episode when they are both in Christine's red bedroom on the bed and Christine's trying to vent about real estate or whatever it was, you can just see how annoyed Cody is with her. And then when they're on the couch and Christine's speaking, I always look at Cody and he's just like so put out over her, like just shut up already. Like I'm not seeing that affection. We hear about it, like Janelle talks about how they danced in the kitchen. I never saw that unless I'm forgetting that, but I've never really seen that kind of romance from those two, because by the time we met Christine season 1, she's already bitching. She's heavy with child.
Yeah, heavy with child. Yeah.
And she's jealous AF of Robyn and she's an unhappy person.
Well, but we're also seeing the season right when Robyn comes into the picture. So, I mean, maybe it was before. We don't fucking know, because Cody says in these current seasons, like, what we had in Lehigh was magic. Everything was magic. And maybe it actually was. And then Robyn came and fucked it all up.
I don't know.
It's all speculation at this point.
But I love it. And I love how Tanya called and she's talking to us like we're like in the back of the room and we're just gossiping together. Good. Like, what do you think about this?
Call more often.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, the second time around.
We love taking your calls. We love hearing from you. Like
Yes.
I really get a kick out of it. And
Me
I know
too.
Beatrice does as well. So thank you for that. If you want to call and sound off, give us your opinions. Again, all you have to do is go to speakpipe.com/realitytvcringe and we'll listen. And we can't play them all on our pod, but we do play a lot of them. And so maybe we'll play you too.
Yeah.
By the way, I forget who it was who called tonight and mentioned James talking about private pain or whatever. It was Kat.
It was Kat.
Anyway, so she's referencing James from My Take on Reality. That's the name of his YouTube channel. Again, My Take on Reality. If you haven't checked him out, you really should. We love James. He's awesome.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give him a shout out before we got up and out of here. Is there anything else that we need to say to these raccoons?
Well, if you love our podcast, please go to your favorite podcast platform and leave us a glowing 5-star review. It really helps us grow the pod so we can get fatter up in here, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
We will be back next week to talk all things Sister Wives, but until then, please do not forget that we have nothing but love for you, and peace out.
Bye.
Bye, guys.